Hey guys. I've been gone for a little while, just been getting stuff done. But I decided to go ahead and do my next reaction to whatever the next Xena episode. It's King Han, I believe, and I think I've read the some of the synopsis, and yeah, I think this is one of those episodes that yet again it involves. I think it's Xena um, meets this random dude and they have this kind of flirtation, which kind of annoys me, but it's become especially, well, it actually just pisses me off now, knowing that apparently the studio was so desperate to get Xena and Gabrielle to like no homo them that they pushed the writers to continually try to force them together with men, and it was just it perfectly explains why they just keep having these random dudes show up and having the two of them fall for them. And apparently, kind of a tangent, but apparently that's why Joxer was introduced, because they wanted to, force men into the group, and so the writers got Joxer and had Rami play him because he's just so ridiculously goofy. You can't really take him seriously, I guess, as a romantic love interest. So yeah, kind of makes me like Joxer more now. But yeah, so that's kind of how I'm feeling on the movie or the episode already. So let's just go ahead and get this started. Kind of get this over with. Hopefully, there's some things I've missed in the movies, or something I missed in the episode that I forgot about that will give me some enjoyment. But yeah, I do love though that we get like this casino that apparently the world of Xena has casinos with actual like spinning wheel and everything. And of course, Joxer is involved in this.
Name's Titus.
Great, great.
I own the place. You know, you're really good. How about we really test your skill? Maybe double your money?
Try that again and you're a dead
Is that
man.
how he
I
makes
saw it
money?
first, pal.
Just
You call
gambling.
it pal, pal. Hey, who you shove it?
Hold on a second, fellas. Wait. Sorry, I just couldn't help overhearing.
Butt out, buddy.
Wait a minute. Maybe I can help.
Oh. Then I give you the nugget, you give me the 50 dinars that it's worth, and we're all square, right? Right.
Wrong. We're not square. Until you two clasp hands in the spirit of true fellowship.
Obviously, he doesn't have the brains of his brother.
Believe me, I know Joxer almost as well as I know you.
And how well is that?
Well enough to know what you're thinking most of the time.
And what am I thinking now?
You wouldn't dare. Not to an injured woman.
Amazing how they can make Joxer getting hit be comedy or serious depending on the music and everything, huh? Because we've seen Joxer get beat up before and they played it off as comedy.
You see, you're good and you're lucky, but face it, Rafe, you gotta lose sometime.
Wanna bet?
I'll take a piece of that action.
Hey, what do you think you're...
That sword belongs to a friend of mine who was beaten nearly to death. So, either you start filling in some holes or I start making them.
What do you think?
You kidding? I don't know about you, but my tongue's a vital part of my anatomy.
No. I meant her. What do you make of her?
Of course, he didn't immediately want to bone her because, gotta force a dude in them.
30 dinars says you can't so much as get her to kiss you.
Oh, yay. Of course, she's gonna like him because he put a blanket on him. Kind of reminds me of what is it? I guess the meme, I guess you could call it, where what a dude does the barest minimum possible and he gets praised to high hell for it.
I have many skills, most of which I use against people like you.
All right, correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling that you don't like me much.
Oh, you don't like a con man? Shocker. I like when, people like this act so surprised when people don't like them.
I'll tell you what I believe. I believe that you bet your buddy that you could score with me.
I love Xena. Of course, she's gonna make it so obvious just to get them to come after her, isn't it?
Come on, Butterfingers, pick 'em up.
Gabrielle hobbling around. I do like that they're consistent, though. This takes place, I guess, immediately after One Against an Army, but they're still, playing her being injured. Although it doesn't look like she has a wound anymore, so I guess they didn't want to have to do the makeup for that.
But
Come out or die where you stand.
I'm assuming that this is a whole ploy.
He's not too bad, is he?
You mean for someone who makes his money cheating others out of theirs? Yeah, he's a prince.
I didn't say he was perfect.
No, he's a douchebag. I just love how apparently you could be an absolute piece of crap, but it's, oh, well, he's not perfect. It takes so little not to fucking, take advantage of others, but
Help! Somebody help! You better run, you dirty thief!
Please just take it, get a doctor. My husband's hurt real bad.
does he not recognize either of them? Even if he didn't directly talk to them, you'd think that he'd recognize them. Or Gabrielle did say her breasts were deadly.
All right, now turn around.
Why?
Just do it. Zeus, I'm not gonna knife you in the back.
Not unless it improves the odds.
Y'all do anything possible to get him to touch her, huh?
Rafe.
Swear to God, she fucking kisses him. Ugh, fuck off. Pisses me off. Was this the whole con too? Can't remember. His shitty friend is, faked his death too.
you did it. Talk about a brilliant play. Using Xena's own con to win the bet.
But I didn't
What?
win the bet.
Sure you did.
Yes, and this is where he supposedly is a changed man now because of Xena. Is he gonna suddenly stop being a con man now?
Take care of yourself.
It is hysterically awkward every time they do this because it just, again, feels awkward because we get like 50 dudes that they do this with. One episode, they know them for one episode and then they act like they're, fucking soulmates, some shit like that, and it just feels so painful. Thank God it's finally over. Yeah, that was not one of the better episodes for me. There was really nothing at all that was interesting to me. Other than, once again, flavor of the month dude who's only inserted to no homo, Xena and Gabrielle. So I pray that these episodes are finally going to stop. Having these random men inserted for absolutely no reason. Yeah, at least that one's over. Can't remember which one's next, but I think it's When in Rome with, of course, Caesar. Kind of fitting, to be honest, because it's the March, and of course on Tumblr, all the Ides of March um memes. But anyways, yeah, that was King Kong. So did not really enjoy it. Don't really have much else to say. So yeah, if you did like this episode, give it a like, subscribe to get notifications for all the videos I'll be doing. You guys have a nice night, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.